New year, there are some important changes coming that could impact some retirement savings and honestly a lot of stuff going on in the markets, geopolitically speaking. A lot of people asking people like Ernie Burns, what is going on? So we're going to talk about what retirees need to know, especially in the next 6 months. We're going to start off with Ernie Burns from Burns Financial. Always great to have you on set with us. Tell us what people are calling you about, Ernie. What are they worried about?
What they're worried about right now is a variety of different geopolitical risks, what's happening around the world today. You know,
right.
The market's not affected like it used to be 20 years ago. And it's kind of surprising a lot of Wall Street in the sense of when a war breaks out somewhere around the world, usually the market's taking a dive.
Right.
And if we're involved a little bit, it kind of comes up. Well, now the market's not reacting. We didn't have a big reaction with Iran. With Israel and Hezbollah. We didn't have a big reaction with Ukraine and Russia. Now Venezuela, which really is not a war, it's basically a regime takeover. And now the question is about Iran. The market's not really reacting to that, but retirees need to be cautious on how they invest and be more particular and specific on how you invest for the future, on what market returns are you getting from the individual gains in different stocks that you're looking at. In other words, make sure that they have momentum for the future.
Okay, speaking of momentum for the future, all that we talk about these days in tech future is AI. What do you think this AI boom is about? Are we looking at another version of the .com bubble, or is this completely different?
Not at all, and if I had graphs I could show you. In the .com bubble in 1990, what was happening back then was you had companies that were falsified in the sense of what they were actually developing. They had no earnings coming in.
Right.
You've seen NVIDIA and other companies, Google, coming in with huge earnings. So it's not going to be a bubble whatsoever. That's a news clip. The AI is going to take off. For example, in 24, $1 billion was spent every 2 to 3 weeks. Now they're spending $1 billion per week.
Wow. In developing AI and in data centers as well.
In data centers as well, yeah. I mean, $1 billion per week is spent towards AI now.
So is that something that you would say, because a lot of times you'll tell somebody that's close to retiring, don't take risks, just keep it steady. So, but is that booming so much that you would even tell your retirees, this is a great stock to invest in? Well,
absolutely. And you'd be surprised how much AI has already affected us and we don't realize it sometimes. I mean, if you Google something now that's AI, basically Gemini coming back at you with answers.
Of course, right.
It is affecting all of society, and it's going to be a positive thing. I know you hear a lot of negative things about it, but overall, it's going to be very positive. And it's very true that it's going to give more millionaires the ability to grow and affect more millionaires today than it was back in the 1990s with the internet.
And what do you think the disconnect is about that you spoke about, where before geopolitical drama impacted our stock market? Why do you think that's not happening?
The world today, wars are different. You know, I think wars are now. Ukraine and Russia is a little unique, but most of the wars are different. It's a lot of chest bumping now, and it's a lot of I have the power, so don't mess with me now. So it's power without using the actual force, other than maybe just a couple missiles. So it's not changing the environment. It's not changing the market. Companies are still making money. Society runs on, so it hasn't affected us that much.
All right, a lot of good observations to ponder about, that's for sure. Ernie Burns, thank you so much for coming on.
All right, now, thanks.
All right, let's talk to meteorologist